And welcome back to Let's Play Disgaea, Hour of Darkness. A few changes since last time. First off, I've done the usual thing of building up my Arms Master, but something that's different right now is you'll notice that Helena has a monster belt instead of the horse wiener. That's because I did something that I'd considered doing from the start, but this was the first time where it would have been just easy to do quickly. I built up a statistician and stuck it on the horse wiener. And what a statistician does is it increases your experience gain by a percentage equal to its level. So that's a 102% increase to experience gain. And the reason I got that thing out is because, like I said, now that the product rank is decently high, it's a lot easier to get higher level specialists and just hunt them down really quickly. So I got that statistician and I put it on the horse wiener, partially because it would benefit the characters that are low level pretty universally. Flan's the only character I'm using right now who wouldn't really benefit from it, and she's one of the highest levels I've got, so it doesn't really matter. And also, you know, it's on the horse wiener. That's pretty easy to remember. But enough babbling. Let's start the next stage, Sphere 8.
Ow! 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 Ouch! What a landing! I guess Lady Luck is taking a vacation. That's right. Jennifer, Thursday. It appears that we've been separated. They haven't been captured by the Overlord, have they? Even with Thursday's 200,000 horsepower engine, he can't take on the Overlord alone. I can't just sit here. I've got to save them. Jennifer, hang in there.
Oh, the dramatic irony. We just missed Gordon as he was here. Or suppose in this game's case it would be comedic irony. Anywho, this level is quite a bit like the one in, I believe it was the 4th map of Episode 7, where around all these guys there are a bunch of panels that boost your characters pretty well, and if you sit your characters on there, you can bait these guys into attacking you while having beneficial effects. So I'm just gonna open up with Stern Himmel here and then have Spike come in to use Lion's Roar. Spike has actually gotten some pretty decent upgrades going for him. He's got a new really powerful fist with a strong gladiator on it. Let's check it out. The gladiator is level 50. And that actually adds a bigger boost to your attack power than you'd think. Because, like, imagine I had a fist with an attack power of 100, and Spike has a weapon mastery of 10, so that gives him a 50% boost. So now he's got 150 attack power. Let's say I put a gladiator of level 100 on that fist. That would give me an additional, 100 attack power, but combine that with my weapon mastery, and now I'm getting 300 attack power. So stacking the beneficial effects of gladiators with your weapon mastery can produce some pretty powerful effects. If you so chose, you could also spend a lot of time building up a gladiator, and it would really overpower your crew at this point, because it's just such a huge bonus to your attack power. Edna's getting decently stronger now that I've actually got like a decent weapon for her and built up her weapon mastery. I'm not actually too interested in stacking my characters on the beneficial geo effects, because it's not really a big deal. These guys are pretty weak, so I can take them out easily enough. Let's see. If I remember correctly, Lucille should have Giga Fire now, so I can have Flan start working on that. And with her staff mastery, Flan should be able to do the line area of effect. Oh, nope. Well, then we're just going to have to settle for Mega Fire. So I apologize, for those who care, I apologize that there's been a slight delay in getting this video out, but, I'm just really lazy. No, it's not just that. It's partially true, but there's more to it than that. Basically what happened is I did try to record this on Friday, and I actually got decently far into the video. I got about 25 minutes in, And then the video on my capture device messed up and basically ruined the file. So yeah, that really sucked. And it kind of killed my enthusiasm, and between that and I actually had to go to work quite a bit this week, it just, I didn't feel like it. But, you know, I've had time to calm down from having the video screw up on me like that, because, you know, that's pretty upsetting, but, you know, I've gotten over it now, so I'm ready to attempt this again. It's kind of worrying, though, that my capture device is acting up like that, and it figures that, like, once I decide to do a Let's Play again, that's when my capture device decides to start giving me really big problems. But, hey, what can you do? As far as I've noticed, like, as long as I, like, turn the device off for a while and just let it, I guess, cool down, it tends to work out better when I use it again. Okay, so let's have Guts do a rapid fire here. Now, if this guy survives, I can then have Helena get the follow-up strike, because she could use the experience. I won't queue it up right now, because there's a chance that Guts will kill this guy, and he did. As you can see, his hit stat is really huge. With the better variety of glasses and just the powerful guns I'm getting from the item world, in addition to his weapon mastery, it's just really working out pretty well for him. Anyways, those are not the only guys in this map. There's actually a bunch of guys way over here. So you have to get a bit closer to sort of draw them to you. Luckily, after enough time passes, they start advancing on their own. So yeah, as you notice, that horse wiener is really good. Like, part of it is that these guys are really high leveled, but even then, just with the double experience, Spike has managed to pick up 3 levels already, which is really fast. Usually, like, it's only 1 level per map. Of course, like, factoring in the benefits of the horse wiener with the statistician and the increasing level of the enemies, we'll be seeing a lot more level ups from now on. And what do I want to do? I think I'll have Etna go up for an avalanche. Since Flan can't get into the combat yet, I'll have her throw a Braveheart on Etna, so should bring up the power of the avalanche a bit. And then I'll have Mina throw Etna up there. Mina must be stoked. Even though I've more or less abandoned her as a serious party member, she still gets to get some screen time by just tossing my characters around. By the way, while I'll still occasionally use Prinny Drop just when it's my best bet for hitting something and I can't, like, get in range for a standard attack, you'll probably never, ever, ever see me use Sexy Beam ever again. The one time I demoed it, that was enough for me. I believe I mentioned its problems, but I really understated how terrible of an attack it is, because the heart-shaped pattern that it fires in is just so awkward. Like, at best, you'll only ever be able to hit 2 enemies with it, and if you want to hit more than that, you generally have to set it up. And the attack's damage just does not give you good compensation for that, because, like I said, it has a very low damage modifier. Like, I think it might even be worse than Prinny Raid. If not, it's only slightly better. And also, it's based on Etna's intelligence stat, which is probably, like, the worst thing they could have ever done for it. In future games, it's still a pretty terrible attack, but they at least based it off her strength stat, you know, the stat she actually uses. I gotta say, though, I'm pleased with the results of Avalanche. Well, actually, before I do that, I'm gonna have Flan hit this guy with Giga Wind first, then have Etna use Avalanche. And while I'm at it, get a Braveheart up. You really want to keep the combos going. You don't want to interrupt them, because each combo gives you a decent amount of damage. I don't know the exact figure offhand. It's either like, you know, 5% or 10%, which is pretty good. Especially as the damage figures start to get higher, good combos will really bring up your damage. And really, the best way to take out bosses in this game is to just set up a huge combo in the first turn to really lower their health, and then you can have your characters just lay waste to them the next turn. Since generally, as long as you keep your equipment up to date and you're using like defensively competent characters, you should be able to survive one round from a boss in most cases. Okay, we'll have Guts take this guy out. Make use of Bullet Storm. Even in situations where I can use Proximal Shot, you'll probably rarely ever see me use it, just because I don't like how it functions. I just don't like having to get in close to my enemies with a gun. Just so counterintuitive, you know? Although it is a bit better in this game's sequel, Disgaea 2, where it's actually Star Elemental, so it can get around enemies with high defense, or rather enemies that resist attacks like that. Although, I forget if there's like anything in Disgaea 2 that resists physical attacks. I think there was at least one thing. We haven't actually seen the Star element yet. Star is basically the wild card to magic. It doesn't have a potent effect against anything, but it also doesn't have to worry about weaknesses. So basically it gets around weaknesses and resistances. And I think just to, like, you know, not beg the question of, like, why use this when you can hit enemies with good area of effect, I think the base damage on it is slightly higher, but I don't know it for sure, so don't quote me on that. Whatever the case, Star Magic, when you get it, it's better for hitting huge groups because you don't have to worry about their resistances. So basically, you can just hit them all for even damage. Mechanically, it's more tedious, but honestly, I actually kind of prefer how Braveheart works in the earlier Disgaea games, where you stack it several times and it degrades every turn. I don't know, I just feel like since you can boost your attack up to twice what it was before, that's just a lot more useful than a flat 50% boost that lasts for 3 turns, which is how it functions in every game after the second, I believe. Guess I'll have Guts do it since he's the next lowest level. Alright, not bad. But yeah, as you can see, that Horse Wiener really benefited Spike, because he got 4 level ups in one map, and that's pretty good. And since that's done, I'll switch his equipment around, give him back the cross trainers. That'll nerf his attack a bit, but he's still pretty decent. And give that to... Actually, no, wait. I'll give that to Helena because she needs it. Helena, you got your Horse Wiener back. Always make sure to check who is the actual lowest level. Alright, and let's head to the next stage and get another cutscene at Crosspoint.
Hey, Harley.
I am Laharl, not Harley!
You really don't have plans to invade the Earth?
Earth is that rotten planet where humans foolishly pollute their own environment, correct? Why would I be interested in that?
You may be right, but the Earth is still our home. That's why Gordon and I risk our lives to protect it. I always believed that was the right thing to do. I don't know what to believe in now. It doesn't seem like you're lying, Harley, but I don't want to think that my fellow Earthlings are lying to me either.
What makes you think I'm not lying? I am a demon.
I can tell by looking into your eyes. I believe you because your eyes are pure. I don't know if it's pure good or pure evil, though.
Huh, nonsense.
That man's eyes, are they pure right now? Well, either way, we have to find Gordon and uncover the truth, or else something terrible might happen.
I agree. At this rate, a war might erupt between the Netherworld and the human world. We must prevent that.
Huh? Why? It'd be fun!
Etna,
Yeah, I'm sorry. What's with you serious types?
Okay, so let's start this map off. Also, I just want to point out the kind of heavy-handed green message in the middle of Laharl's dialogue there. That happens a few times in Disgaea games, so it's always kind of awkward because it's really at odds with the game's tone. Anyway, if you want to, you can head up and throw that geo symbol that silences the entire field. But honestly, I find that hurts your party more than it helps you. It does disable these guys' spells, which are decently powerful, but I'd much rather be able to use my own special attacks because it makes these guys much easier to kill. Even if they do have fairly weak special attacks, or physical attacks rather, these guys have very weak physical attacks. I'd rather be able to take them out faster, especially since I'm recording this. Probably shouldn't have placed it right there. I'm just placing this down so that I can weaken these guys a bit. See how many of them I can hit with it. I actually read something fairly interesting, that apparently this game was originally supposed to be like a space-themed rail shooter, and the Dark Cannon ability is actually sort of a holdover from that phase of development. It was kind of interesting, and I can see that. Especially this space-themed area. This is a slight spoiler, but this is not the last space-themed area we're going to be going to in this game. There's a couple of them like this. Ooh, now that's really good, because those guys just line themselves up in a nice sort of cross pattern right there. You see the three of them. So I can hit them. I could also hit those guys with like Wind Cutter, but Overlord's Wrath is more powerful. Helena's pretty decently powerful right there. I'll have Fu get this kill because she needs it. And Helena can take out this one anyway. Poison Arrow. I suppose the one benefit of having... Oh man. Helena, you're letting me down there. I guess it's up to Etna. There we go. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the one nice benefit of having done this recording before, or this level before, is that I have a better idea of what I want to do. I've kind of reiterated this a few times. I have played this game many times before, but not enough that I've like got every map memorized and what are the most effective ways to tackle everyone. I do tend to space out my playthroughs because I'm not the kind of guy who can like play the same game many times over and over again in relatively short periods. Unless it's a very short game. Like, I once got the Mega Man X collection, and I played the hell out of those games in very short periods of time. I'm gonna go back and do that again, actually. I really like Mega Man X4. But that's completely irrelevant to Disgaea. As far as I know, there hasn't been a Mega Man parody in a Disgaea game yet. Okay, do Blade Rush, take out that one in the middle, and then set up these other guys for a nice clean kill. And get Lena over here, throw on a Braveheart, and use Dark Flash. So yeah, it is nice that archers have area of effect attacks in comparison to, you know, gunners, because it's nice to just not be like completely focused on the whole status ailments thing. It's a shame that there isn't like a target, there's an equivalent of the target lock buff that got introduced in later games, so I have no way of increasing Guts' damage temporarily. Kind of a shame. Oh yeah, now I remember. I moved her and put Helena in her place. And then, Mina, you get even more screen time. You must be ecstatic. Did I pronounce that right? It's one of those words that I can never remember how to pronounce. Is it ecstatic? Ecstatic? I'm sure someone will correct me at some point. Probably not right now, because I have a pretty hilariously low viewer base, but you know, sometime in the future. couldn't pull out that last kill. So I will say this, these spells are decently powerful, so silencing these guys does take the threat of them out quite a bit, but it's really just not a big deal. I don't really care that much to do it. Is switch out the Horse Wiener onto Fu, get a really huge attack boost and double experience, and take out this guy. There we go. So yeah, this is getting, even though they're out-leveling us, the stuff I've done with building up the Arms Master has made this, you know, not too bad. I can handle this. Believe me though, if you're trying to do this without getting an Arms Master, it would be a bit tougher, and you'd probably have to stop to grind, like, your levels up, because you just don't, your power just doesn't scale as well. I'm trying to think, actually, you know, that's perfectly fine on Fu. And since I'm kind of on a roll here, let's do the last map, Primordial Soup. Let's go.
Beep, beep, bleep, beep. Life signs detected. Analyzing. It is Captain Gordon.
Gordon's nearby? Gordon! Gordon! Where are you?
A familiar voice. Is that you, Jennifer? You must have been through hell, but have no fear, Captain Gordon is here.
That's the hero?
He's so cool.
Lon, you got a wide strike zone.
Gordon!
Are you all right, Jennifer? Who are these children?
How dare you call me a child? I am the Overlord!
You? The Overlord? Quit joking around. You haven't even gone through puberty. Hey, no fair! A cowardly trick, Overlord!
It's about time you came to your senses.
I, Captain Gordon, Defender of Earth, shall put an end to your evil ambition of invading Earth.
Please wait.
Shut up, villainous.
Villainous? Laharl, this rude stranger isn't a hero, nor is he defender of anything. Let's kick his sorry butt.
That didn't take long.
We're in agreement this time, Flan. Listen, Defender of Earth. If you can defeat me, I promise not to invade your planet. But if I win, then you agree to stay here in the Netherworld and become my vassal. How about it?
Fine. A hero never backs down from a fight.
Gordon, listen.
No need to worry, Jennifer. I eat guys like him for breakfast. Thursday and I can handle this by ourselves. All you have to do is believe in Captain Gordon, Defender of Earth, like always.
Ah! It's a deal then. Here I come, Defender of Earth.
Come on, Overlord. I'll protect the Earth at any price. Thursday, back me up.
Beep, beep, blip, beep. Mission acknowledged.
Okay, so we've got our boss fight for this stage. Captain Gordon, Defender of Earth, and Thursday. So this is a relatively simple fight. No geo effects to worry about, just two very powerful enemies to fight. So while there is just two of them, that's not a good. It's not a good idea to underestimate them because they are pretty powerful. On the bright side, you don't have to worry too much about Gordon's character skills because he is a very physical-based character. His character skills are physical-based, rather, but he's equipped with a gun right now, so doesn't really have the stats to take advantage of that. So what I want to do is have Laharl set up here, and if I went out to shield him, honestly, they'd probably just go after the characters who weren't defending. So that's a no-go. But this is about the perfect way they could have lined up, because now I can very easily nail them with area of effect attacks. So, let's get this all set up. I don't think well, I might, let's see what I can set up. I'll just have Lucille throw Braveheart onto Laharl. Get that out of the way right now. So while we're doing a lot of setup here, you may have noticed that the game is getting more cutscenes, and they're slightly longer now. And this is going to be a bit of a trend. These final few chapters, there's 4 more episodes after this one. They're now going to be a bit more story-heavy. So we're going to be seeing more and more cutscenes. And they're going to be reasonably longer. But I like the cutscenes in this game, so it doesn't bother me too much. The only downside is that trying to fit them all in might cut in slightly to actual gameplay footage, which, you know, is always kind of bad in a Let's Play. And anyone else I can get in? No, but I can set up some single target attacks. Oh, Guts got the new gun skill. He must have hit weapon level 15. Toten Cruz. This is a gun attack. As you can see, I can shoot it anywhere, which is unique to gun skills that we've gotten up to this point. It is, usually they have set ranges like this. And another nice thing about it is that it's fire elemental, so it's really good at exploiting fire weaknesses. So I'll probably be using it more often than what's the name of it? Rapid fire now. Although it is pretty expensive, so we'll see about that. I might have spoken too soon.
Bite the dust.
Hopefully, if I'm lucky, I don't know if bosses can actually be hit with status effects, but it would be nice if they could. Maybe Sturmhimmel will actually paralyze these guys and they can't move. It would be especially handy for, like, Thursday, because that would limit how he could use his skills. Alright, so yeah, we hit them pretty good there. And Thursday, oh, actually, Thursday used up all his SP on that last skill, so he actually can't do anything now. Alright, and this. And this should take out Gordon. If you want to, you can steal their stuff, but it's honestly not much better than what I can buy right now. It would, however, lower their stats, and that's actually a decent strategy you can employ on later bosses, is stealing their stuff to lower their stats and make them overall less threatening. As you can see, without his without his SPs, there's not much Thursday can do. His weapon must have an alchemist on it that inflicted poison on me. And with a sky lunge, and guess I'll let Guts get the kill. Everyone's pretty evenly leveled right now, actually. Thursday is probably the harder of the two to take out, just because he's got such huge defense. He's got 3 steel armors equipped, which have a very high defense. But his resist stat is pretty poor. And there we go, not too bad. And you know what that means? Because we defeated him, Gordon agreed to become our vassal. Does that mean new characters? We'll see.
How do you like that, hero? Taste the power of the Overlord. You've learned an important lesson today. Heroes don't always win.
Oh no! What have I done? I have injured a human. I inadvertently...
inadvertently my butt. Fawn, lately you've been acting more and more like us demons, huh?
No, I haven't. But if the Seraph finds out...
Seraph Lemington, are you here? This is a serious matter.
It is always a serious matter when you come here. What is it this time?
Flan has killed a human in the Netherworld.
What? Flan killed a human?
That's right. Even if she is a trainee, an angel harming a human is a grave sin. Is this forgivable? No. Such a sin cannot be forgiven.
But still, that is odd. Why would a human be in the Netherworld?
Well, at any rate, I will make sure that Flan is captured. I will be using some of the troops. I have your permission, correct?
Very well. I shall leave it to you, Volcanus.
Yes, sir.
I never expected humans to interfere. Now then, how will he respond to this?
Everything will be fine. The Seraph will understand that it was just a mistake. He surely will.
You better hope so.
So yeah, we get Captain Gordon, Jennifer, and Thursday. And while I'm not going to be using Thursday, I will show him off a bit, but I'm not going to use him. Captain Gordon and Jennifer are the last two members of the force I've been building up, and I alluded to them much earlier in the game that I was using those 8 characters, and there were 2 more that I was going to use. Gordon and Jennifer are them. They're also going to be my 2 repeat weapons. Gordon's going to be using an axe, and Jennifer's going to be using a fist. But we'll get more to that when we actually come across it. Until then, let's watch the next episode preview.
Now that we have the Defender of Earth on our side, our space adventure...
Hi, everyone. This is your hero, Captain Gordon.
It won't be easy for Gordon.
As all of you know, I am the 37th Defender of Earth. As the name suggests, it is my duty to defend the Earth.
What lies ahead of...
No matter what lies ahead, I swear on my honor and the name Defender of Earth that evildoers shall not escape. That is my mission. Next on Captain Gordon, Defender of Earth, Episode 10, Angels, Demons, and Humans. Look forward to my adventures. Ha 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 ha!
Ha ha ha! My ass!
It always warms my heart to see these again. I just find them so amusing. Anyways, we'll save our game here, and next time I'm gonna have to find a way to seamlessly integrate me building up Gordon and Jennifer's weapon levels in the video. They're going to be a decently high level rather. In fact, probably higher than most of my characters. But I am going to have to grind up their weapon levels because they start with nada. So yeah, look forward to that. I hope you enjoyed watching, and have a nice night. Or day. Whenever you watch this, rather. I'm recording at night right now, but I've been rambling enough. Anyways, see you next time.